Every day, we use electricity without really thinking about where it comes from. Turn on lights and use appliances without giving it a second thought. You might be surprised to know that 2 large hydroelectric plants are making an impact right here in southern Alberta. But this didn't happen overnight. Let's take a look at a news story first broadcast in the fall of 1994.
This one will be on there.
Irrigation water has been flowing through southern Alberta since the late 1800s. For 6 months every year, millions of gallons of water is rerouted to help grow more than 45 different crops on the parched prairie. But until a few months ago, that's all the water did. Now, 3 irrigation districts are using the water to generate electricity. Water is no longer just flowing by.
Before construction even began on the Chin and Raymond hydroelectric project, it took a change in legislation with the introduction of the Small Power Research and Development Act to bring to life an idea first talked about nearly a decade ago. The Chin and Raymond hydroelectric projects are run by the Irrigation Canal Power Co-operative Limited, which is owned and operated by 3 southern Alberta irrigation districts. Incorporated in 1990, the cooperative is made up of the St. Mary River Irrigation District, the Raymond Irrigation District, and the Tabor Irrigation District. Combined, these districts represent almost 2,400 farmers and deliver water to about 500,000 acres of irrigated land.
We stood beside this mammoth waterfall and thought, oh, we're wasting a lot of power going down this thing. We got to do something about it.
We've been working on these projects or trying to get them implemented or under construction since 1985.
When the opportunity came with the legislation that was passed to allow this type of thing, we certainly felt that it would be an opportunity for the district to have some extra income to supplement the rates that the farmers have to pay.
So that we will be able to continue to upgrade and rehabilitate and provide revenue to the districts to be able to continue to have districts that are in the kind of condition that will best serve the farmers.
One of the advantages of this is that it's environmentally sound, it's clean power. We don't have to burn fossil fuels. We can run the water through the power plant and still at the same time then turn and use that water to grow crops in this area.
We look forward to this project and its completion. It's exciting times for us, and we're very much looking forward to the day when we can throw the switch and say that we have a power generating plant that works and is providing power to our southern Alberta residents.
We now declare the Irrigation Canal Power Co-op project officially under construction.
The Chin and Raymond hydro plant projects were simultaneously commissioned over a 2-year period. The 3 districts raised the capital for these projects without any funding from the Alberta government. They instead shared the cost for the Chin and Raymond plants. In the next 10 minutes, you'll see how these multi-million-dollar projects were put together. The initial construction begins with what you might call the basement of the power plant. This 67-foot excavation opens the area for the initial construction at the Raymond site. The material from the powerhouse excavation will be used for the embankment of the tail race canal. This canal will dissipate energy from the flow of the water after it leaves the power plant. Winter sets in. Tarps protect various areas of the worksite, and a generator provides on-site electricity. Eventually, a temporary roof is used to enclose the worksite. Propane heaters allow for concrete to be poured, and to cut the chill of the winter weather. As spring approaches, we see that the temporary structure is still in place. Another addition to the worksite is a large crane secured with steel cable. The main function of the crane is to lift construction materials to the site. Here we see preparations for the penstock pipe being made. This pipe will feed the water into the two power plants. Before the pipe can even go into the ground, it has to be properly coated. The Raymond plant requires 44 steel penstock pipes. Each has to be sandblasted and coated. Then epoxy paint will be applied inside and out. Also, a special tape is wrapped around the Raymond penstock pipe. To prepare the bed for the pipe, a sand backfill is necessary in order to provide a solid level foundation for the penstock. An electrical current runs through the penstock to match the natural charge in the ground. This is called cathodic protection. Cathodic protection will keep the pipe from corroding after installation in the ground. Similar measures are used for the chin penstock. One other notable difference at the chin plant is the use of pea gravel instead of sand as a backfill. With the penstock being put in place, the two power plants are starting to take shape. Each and every individual part is checked before it goes into the plant. Quality and safety are very important factors in the construction process. Many local contractors and people from the area were hired to work on these projects. The two turbines required for the projects were manufactured by Knoll, a company from Europe. They supplied the special manpower and equipment to supervise installation of the turbines and generators in the two plants. To get an idea of how the power plants operate, here is a computer graphic of the chin plant. You see, each plant is unmanned and completely reliant on the computer. In this shot, you first see where the water enters the penstock. The water moves down the penstock to the spiral case. It then reaches the turbine, which is capable of operating over a wide range of flows. A synchronous generator is directly linked with the turbine. The Raymond plant has a vertical Kaplan turbine, while the Chin plant has a vertical Francis turbine. Combined, these two generate up to 30 megawatts of power. The power then enters the TransAlta grid, which serves southern Albertans in the area.
So I guess after 2 years of operation, we still have concerns. Concerns over equipment reliability, I think, are pretty well settled. We still have a few problems, but we think that these can be corrected.
When you finish a project like this, there are a lot of little things that you will do differently next time if you get another opportunity.
We didn't really anticipate the amount of work that would be involved in making it happen.
We come in under budget. That's nice. We got money at lower interest rates than we anticipated. That's nice. Inflation hasn't been near as much as we forecast at the time, which cuts into our revenue, of course, but everything's gone well. They've met our expectations, and I think the future for them is very good.
In my own mind, I think that 20 years from now, they will say somebody had vision.
I hope people are saying it was a very good investment, and I think it will be.
Officials with the 3 irrigation districts that make up this power cooperative stress supplying farms with water will remain their #1 priority. But they maintain the power plants will benefit irrigation by raising extra money to offset increasing expenses and help finance maintenance and rehabilitation of canals and reservoirs. That's another reason supporters view the $45 million spent on this project as an investment in the future.
The next time you flick on a switch or use an electrical appliance, you could be using energy supplied by the Chin and Raymond hydroelectric plants. This is one dream that came true.